I've wanted to just mention recently. It was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago that this happened. But I was in a Wawa. That's my favorite gas station that we have around this area. And they serve good coffee, which is a prerequisite for a good gas station. Anyway, I was getting my checkout. I had my badge on from the hospital system I worked for. And at the time, Wawa was giving a promotion where if you were a healthcare worker, you got a free coffee. And so um, they gave one to me because I had my badge. And the guy behind the counter was a very courteous guy, and he said, I thanked him for the coffee. First of all, because I forgot I had the badge on, I forgot they had the promotion. He's like, "Oh, that's free." I'm like, "Oh, all right, thank you, thank you." He's like, "No, thank you for your service." And I said to him, "You know, you're here touching hundreds of customers' lives every single day, and is which is far more than the number of people I come into contact with as a home health therapist." I said, "If anybody's a hero, it's you guys, keeping these businesses open so that people like me who have a job where I drive around can get things like coffee and food and supplies and stop to a bathroom and whatnot." And anyway, he thanked me for that, but I meant it. I meant it from the bottom of my heart. And other things I was thinking about was, look, I get paid pretty well as a therapist. I know you're not making very much at this gas station, and yet your potential risk is higher than mine. Interacting with people all through the day, in and out of Wawa, and at least in the healthcare setting, like we take precautions, right? Or in home health, I'm wearing a mask, my patients are wearing a mask. Policy. Whereas, in Wawa, he's got all these people coming in. Some of them are homeless. Some of them aren't thinking about their hygiene habits, and he's having to take cards from them and hand them stuff. And he's got his glass shield, and he's wearing a mask. But it's a potentially higher risk environment. He's my hero, and I get so tired of hearing about healthcare workers being promoted as heroes. Okay, so there are some heroes in the healthcare. So, people that go to absolute heroic efforts to keep people alive. Yes, I would say there's definitely instances where there are healthcare heroes. People that volunteered to work with COVID patients when there was no vaccine, when we weren't entirely sure of the science of protection, whatnot. I would say that was a bit heroic. That was taking a risk. What defines a hero? A hero is somebody that is going into a situation where they are afraid, where there's a real risk of injury, harm, death, yet they still do it. And they do it for the greater service to other people. That's heroic. Most of the time, though, healthcare workers like myself, like maybe you who's watching this, like nurses who often get applauded, are just doing their job. They went to school, they chose a profession, they're doing their job, taking care of people. They generally go home after 40 hours, maybe the occasional extra shift. It's not heroism. And there are so many industries in the United States that touch as many people, if not more, in less controlled environments than what us healthcare workers work in. To me, that's a little bit more heroic. And so I would encourage you, if somebody says, "Oh, you're a healthcare worker, oh, you're a hero," just say, "Wait a minute, I'm just doing my job. You're a hero." Especially if there's someone that has a lot more interaction with people throughout the day. You're the one that's taking a higher risk than I am to provide services for me. And I think that's important that people hear that. Anyway, just something I've thought about. I've wanted to just briefly mention for a while now. Uh, I'm going to go take a Saturday siesta now, and I hope you're getting a chance to relax a little bit on the weekend. This is John Adams from the Rehab and Documentation Guru. Have a great day. Take care. God bless.